Oakland A's UK. Oakland A's UK. The Oakland A's UK. The Oakland A's UK.
Hello, welcome to Oakland A's UK. I'm Matt Smith, here for your Sunday review on the 1st of September. Yes, September already, who can believe it? Well, a good thing for us A's fans is that we head into September with the A's firmly in the wildcard hunt and with an exciting month ahead of us. So, we've had some exciting call-ups and a few to come, so we'll have a look at the roster changes in a moment, but first let's have a look at how the 6 games have gone so far this week. The week began with a 4-game series in Kansas City. Now, with everything the A's have coming up over the next month, it was a series that the A's needed to take advantage of, taking on the struggling Royals. That's essentially what the A's did. Having won the first 2 games, it was a shame we didn't get a 4-game sweep, with the Royals bouncing back and winning Game 3. But the A's were able to win Game 4 9-8 to take 3 games of 4 from the series. In Game 1, Matt Chapman joined an exclusive club of A's third baseman hitting 30 home runs in a season. Unfortunately, on Wednesday, Matt Chapman was the key story again, this time in a negative way when he got hit in the head with a pitch. He had to come out of the game and was rested on Thursday, but thankfully Chappie seems to be okay. So the A's take 3 from 4 from the series in Kansas City. That left the A's on a 77-56 win-loss record, heading into the Bronx for a 3-game series against the Yankees. A's UK's Hannah is out there in New York, and like the rest of us, she enjoyed Game 1 a lot more than Game 2. Game 1 went the way of the A's 8-2, but yesterday on Saturday, well, frustrating loss, nothing more sickening than losing a game to the Yankees on a walk-off home run. DJ LeMahieu hit the blast in the 11th inning to walk it off for the Yankees, and although you can look at Lou Trevino for giving up the home run, you've got to look at the A's offense for how this game went south for the A's. So many chances later on in the game to add some runs, and he just couldn't get it done. So the A's lost the second game 4-3. Series tied 1 apiece heading into Sunday's finale. We'll preview Sunday's game in a moment, but first off, let's take a look at the A's roster. We need to start with Jerickson Profar, who's had such a tough year with the A's, but over the past couple of weeks has really started to come to life at the plate. And it's great to see because for all his struggles, he's kept a smile on his face, he's kept working hard. You certainly can't have a go at him for not trying his best for the A's. And when Corbin Joseph came up recently and hit his first Major League home run, it was notable to me that Profar was the first guy out for the dugout to wish him well. So I'm glad that Profar has started to turn things around and is looking good at the plate. So Profar's up and doing well. Another guy who's up is Seth Brown, who came up a week or so ago. Made a couple of really good plays in left field against the Royals and has just been hot at the plate, and sometimes that's what you need at this part of the season, bringing a guy up from AAA who just gets hot for a little while. Maybe he's not necessarily going to be a guy who's going to be a regular starter for years to come, but you can kind of catch lightning in a bottle sometimes, and Seth Brown has really added something to the A's so far. Friday saw the call-up of A's prospect Sheldon Niemann. Now, he really sprang to prominence for A's fans in spring training last year when he looked good at the plate, but unfortunately he then went on and had a real struggle of a season in AAA. He's bounced back this year and has been playing really well, most importantly looking at him in the field, because he's by nature a third baseman, but there's no room at that particular in Oakland with Matt Chapman around, so he's been playing a bit of outfield and playing a bit of second base, and it's second base where he's started yesterday against the Yankees. Be interesting to see whether he can hold down that position, but he is a guy who with some real potential with about, so great to see Sheldon Niemann up with the A's. Niemann is quickly going to become reacquainted with some of his AAA teammates as rosters expand today as it's 1st of September. Now, none of these moves have been made official yet by the A's, but all of the A's beat writers are reporting them. Franklin Barreto and Paul Blackburn are due to come back up to the big leagues to add some depth to the roster, but the most exciting move is the Major League call-up of Shawn Murphy, our exciting catching prospect. Now, catcher has been a real struggle of a position for the A's this year. We're seeing Chris Herman be out injured, Nick Hundley coming in and really not doing anything. We've had Dustin Garneau, Bo Taylor. However, all of that was kind of really down to Shawn Murphy having a few injuries, because if he hadn't had some injuries this year, I suspect he would have already made his big league debut. But he's fit and healthy now, playing one in AAA, and all the signs are he's going to get called up today and will be joining the team in New York. This is a guy who scouts say is a really good defensive catcher who can also add some power at the plate. So very excited to see him. Everything that people say about him says that he could be the A's regular starting catcher for years to come. So great to see him up with the team here in September. We don't know if Shawn Murphy will get into the game today, but we do know Sunday will mark the return of an A's key player. And that is Shawn Murphy is back up with the team and is going to make the start against the Yankees. Manaea last started for the A's on the 24th of August last year before shoulder problems really kicked in and he had to undergo surgery. Always a big risk for pitchers to have shoulder surgery because it's such a complex joint in the body, but the surgery went well, the rehab has gone really well. He's been pitching well in AAA, so it's great to see him back with the team. Today's game starts at 6:05 UK time, coverage available on MLB TV. The Yankees will be countering with J.A. Happ, but it's all about Manaea for the A's. I know we have to be realistic as to what he can give us the rest of the way, considering he's had such a long layoff, but just to have him back at all, back in the rotation, such a big boost for the A's heading into September. Heading into the game, let's have a look at the standings. The A's are 78 and 57, 9 games behind the Houston Astros in the West, but we currently hold the second AL wildcard. Cleveland are half a game ahead of us. Tampa Bay are kind of on the same record as us. They're 79 and 58, so they're in third but right behind us. So Cleveland and Tampa Bay are playing against each other right now. They'll be finishing off their series today, so definitely a chance for the A's to gain on at least one of those. And what better way to finish a weekend than beating the Yankees and winning the series 2-1 in the Bronx. Hannah's out there, so she'll be tweeting along in situ at Yankee Stadium. We'll be tweeting along on Oakland AUK, so follow along there, and it's Oakland AUK on Facebook and Instagram too. Like, share and subscribe, of course, here to the YouTube channel. Today's game should be a really good one. As I say, a 6:05 PM start in the UK. Great time for us to watch and a great time to see Shawn Murphy making his A's return. Hope you enjoyed the game this evening. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm Matt Smith. Follow along on Oakland AUK.